Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Great League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Tentacruel. Tentacruel slowly becoming one of my favorite Pokemon that has been updated for Season 12 of Pokemon Go. I wanted to give it a try, and I had a blast with it. It now has Scald, as we all know by now, and it will be serving as the safe swap. On this Dark Double Poison team, we usually see Poison Double Dark, but guys, I believe Dark Double Poison is equally as effective. And also on this team, we've got Shadow Golbat in the back to close the game strong. Now, I did start out with Shadow Nidoqueen, and you guys will see those some Shadow Nidoqueen in the bonus battles, but I ended up switching to Golbat because it has better coverage on fighters and better coverage up against opposing Nidoqueens. And also, on this team, completing the Dark Double Poison, our dark type of choice is Obstagoon. You could absolutely run Scrafty, but I believe Obstagoon is even better up against ghost types and has a lot of the same coverage as Scrafty. But before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And here we go, Altaria lead. Now, this was the very first battle with Tentacruel that we ran. So what we should have done here was, rather than immediately swapping into Tentacruel, we should have chipped with a Night Slash first. And I learned that moving forward up against Altaria on the lead, because it just makes it a lot more manageable, as Altaria is quite bulky. But you know what, guys? Tentacruel is quite bulky as well. Surprisingly so. It can definitely tank some damage. It tanks damage very well. We get off another Acid Spray, and they get to another Sky Attack. We are not giving them a 2-shield advantage, so we have to let that go and come in and get ahead on energy with our Nidoqueen. Now, Altaria generally comes paired with a Fighter and a Registeel, but they're running Lantern in the back, so we have to play carefully. Of course, we do take super effective damage from water-type damage, and Lantern now has Surf, which they are at. They did trigger the CMP tie, so we will shield this. We wanted to go into Obstagoon before having to give up that final shield, but that is okay. Looks like they might have gotten some lag there, but you never know, guys. I have held off thinking that my opponent was lagging, all the while they were just gaining energy for days, so unfortunate, but I just keep on playing at this point. And they've got a Shadow Machamp in the back, so this is looking okay. We've got loads of energy. Gonna look to get rid of this Shadow Machamp with a Poison Fang, but they shield. That was very surprising to see. I think that's a massive misplay by them, unfortunately. You don't shield a fighter to get off resisted damage on a poison type. So we farm down, we win CMP tie, we get to this Earth Power, guys, and that Lantern is going bye-bye with an Earth Power. Nidoqueen closing the game in dominant fashion. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, I was thoroughly impressed with how Tentacruel performed in the meta. It is amazing. And here we go. Nice shiny Walrein on the lead. Positive lead for us. But guys, we've got another very positive matchup up against Walrein in the form of Tentacruel as well. But we're going to stay in here a little bit and mess around with this Walrein a little bit. Gonna go for a cross chop here, and if we cannot farm down, and it's not looking like we can, we're gonna catch the next Icicle Spear onto our Tentacruel, making the plays. You'd love to see it. That's resisted, and here we go, a Medicham. Makes me wonder what the heck they have in the back, bringing in a Fighter on our Poison type. our bulky poison type at that, and they did not build up to a psychic, and we knew that. Not shielding an ice punch. Gonna go for the Scald here. We are pretty loaded on energy, and they let that go, of course, as they can easily tank that, no problem. And now they actually did build up to the psychic. We've got a lot of energy. Gonna shield this and preserve this energy lead that we have. That Walrein is hanging on by a thread, and they've got a Talonflame in the back. This is where Tentacruel really shines. Gonna bait with an acid spray here. They have to respect a potential Scald, and they do. And now we're gonna go for this big Scald with Stab. And either one-shot or grab that final shield. We grab the final shield. And guys, look at the bulk on Tentacruel. Hanging on. They have to throw a move. They cannot farm us down. I'm telling you guys, Tentacruel has some very nice bulk. They throw that move. We got loaded energy on our Obstagoon, going for this Night Slash. Talonflame, not known for its bulk, and has been debuffed by 2 stages. It's gone, and that Walrein is just about gone as well as they top left. Oh, you see the power of Tentacruel, guys? It can core break some teams in the Great League. It performed very well. That's going to be a good game. Well played. As I just realized, Nidoqueen didn't even see the field in that last battle. That just goes to show the power of Tentacruel in this meta. And here we go. Trevenant lead, pretty positive lead for us, but I will say that although we are triple resisting this fast move pressure, Trevenant obviously gets to these seed bombs quite fast, and they do begin to add up, so we have to be a little bit careful here, as Trevenant can often compared with a steel type in the back, so we are playing with that in mind, and we forced them to swap into a Noctowl. So gonna load up on some energy, and here we go. It is Tentacruel time. So they safe swap a Noctowl. Not sure, honestly, what they could have in the back. This is an unconventional Pokemon to see behind Trevenant, but very effective, as Trevenant does not perform well against opposing ghost types like Sableye or Cofagrigus, so makes sense. But here we go. They shield up our Scald. They definitely did not need to do that. So we're going to shield this. Noctowl, quite bulky. Can definitely put up a fight in the Great League. So we're going to get some damage in on this Noctowl here. And going to go for another Scald. And they double shield their Noctowl. That makes me, that leads me to believe that they might be weak to poison in the back. So, gonna let this go and look to get ahead on energy with our Nidoqueen. I have a sneaking suspicion that they may have a Charmer in the back. Which, if I'm playing with that line of thinking, probably should have shielded that Sky Attack in hindsight. As they look to combo play us here, not gonna let go of this Nidoqueen. I'm thinking they are weak to a poison type in the back, so gonna farm this thing down. Nidoqueen's getting low, probably should not have tanked that Sky Attack, but that is okay. And they come back in with the low health Noctowl. What the heck are they hiding? Oh, it's a Stunfisk, so not a Charmer. But guys, we have loaded up on energy. Gonna soften it up a bit with a Poison Fang. And now it's time for the Earth Power on the G-Fisk. There's loads of damage, and we had some energy stored on Noctowl. Combo playing this Stunfisk into oblivion as we say bye-bye to the tanky Stunfisk. Obstagoon bringing it home for us. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played. And now, as we move into the featured set of the video, you can see that we ended up swapping out Nidoqueen for the Shadow Bat. Guys, I just got so sick and tired of the Nidoqueen mirror matchup. I despise that mirror matchup. So we're rolling with the Bat for the featured set. We had a Trevenant lead. They make a play into a Swampert. So, we know that we absolutely dominate Trevenant. We can soften up the Swampert a little bit and go for the catch on the Tentacruel here. And that's a beautiful catch. That's resisted, making the plays yet again. But we do have to be careful as it is now recommended that you run EQ on Swampert in the Great League. So we do have to play with that in mind. But they bait us. And this is just another Hydro Cannon, so they might be behind the 8 ball a little bit, maybe still running Sludge Wave, and that is okay. Gonna try and farm down, but I realized they were gonna get to another Hydro Cannon, and that would have KO'd at this health range, so forced us to throw some energy, but that is okay. We do maintain alignment, although we are down a shield. Now, they led with Trevenant. Trevenant could come with a number of things in the back. It's classically paired with Azumarill and Stunfisk. So they did have a Swampert, so they could be running a Stunfisk as well. So what we should have done is, that's what I was thinking. But for some reason we come in with Obstagoon. I think this is a misplay. I don't know why we did this. Especially knowing that we lowered the defense on this Trevenant. But I was thinking we could maybe be paired with that G-Fisk with our Golbat, but we should have definitely come back in to farm this thing down. I don't know why we did this, because we are risking a lot of health here, having to shield up against this Trevenant. And there it is. It was a G-Fisk in the back. I was thinking it could have been either G-Fisk, maybe a Registeel in the back. Both of those are nightmares for our Golbat, of course. And they are still up a shield, so we're gonna catch the big Earthquake on our flying type Golbat, making the plays yet again, guys. Oh, that is so sweet. You love catching resisted damage. It's a thing of beauty. And here we go. We're gonna go for a Poison Fang, because I don't think we will make it to a Shadow Ball. So we might as well lower the very large and in charge defense on this G-Fisk here, making the farm down that much easier. Can we farm this thing down before it gets to a big move? And we do. They should have gone for Rock Slide. I think that's a misplay. I think they got a little overconfident in their Trevenant. Maybe lost track of our energy, but we've got back-to-back Night Slashes for the scary-looking tree here. That first one gets the shield, and this one allows us to say bye-bye to the scary-looking tree. Obstagoon sweeping the endgame at a shield and disadvantage nonetheless. You'll love to see it. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I've been holding on to this rank 5 Tentacruel for quite some time, and it has finally paid off as it now has Scald. And here we go, Nidoqueen lead. And we make the play into Tentacruel here. We do have access to Scald, of course, which would do loads of damage to the ground-type Nidoqueen. Gonna shield up this Earth Power. Not one shot does with an Earth Power. Not gonna happen as they make an aggressive play into a Trevenant. So we can go for these Acid Sprays here. Trevenant already not known for its bulk. We are just adding fuel to the fire by lowering their already weak defense by 4 stages now. That's the max. I'm going to farm this thing all the way down if we can, but they make it to a Shadow Ball. I don't think we're farming anything down as they one-shot. And now what we can do here is come back in with Obstagoon and get way ahead on energy. And again, maybe should have come in with Golbat to farm this thing down. Yeah. Maybe could have, but we're getting loads of energy on Obstagoon here, so that can always prove to be quite valuable, as you do have that chance to get the Boostagoon boost, but we're going to bank that and go into our Golbat here for this Nidoqueen. And this is just a Poison Fang here. They are still up a shield, gonna let this go, and they've got a Sableye in the back, so it's good that we did preserve some health and energy on our Obstagoon. I rarely bait on Sableye for reasons like that. But if we get off that big damage, massive misplay right here. For some reason, we shield up our low health Golbat. I think that's a misplay because I don't know why we did that. It was late at night. That's the excuse I'm going to use. We definitely weren't. We don't play our best this late at night here, if you can see the time up there. As we have not set our Obstagoon up to have the most success in this endgame, as they are still up 2 shields to our 0. We need 3 Night Slashes to take this thing out. And even though we do get that sweet Boostagoon boost, it will not help us, unfortunately, in this battle, as they do get to the Earth Power. Should not have shielded that Golbat. I don't know why we did that, but definitely did not set up Obstagoon to have the most success there, but good game, well played nonetheless. Yeah, 2 shield Nidoqueen, a little too OP for our 0 shield Obstagoon, but that is okay. Picking up a positive lead. Abomasnow making a resurgence in Season 12 of Go Battle League as they make a play into a Water Gun Lantern. So, gonna chip this Water Gun Lantern down a little bit, and I believe we want to tank this Thunderbolt and then make the play into our Tentacruel. We definitely tank that, no problem, and we are going to bring this Tentacruel onto this Water Gun Lantern. We are resisting this fast move pressure, and we can lower the defense on the very tanky Lantern with our Acid Sprays, and going to look to farm down. We are going to have to shield up this Thunderbolt. It would not KO, but it would be getting us uncomfortably low, so going to play it safe and shield that up. And of course, they do come back in with the Abomasnow, and gonna get off this poison acid spray here, and look to get in some big damage with these poison jabs. They tried to maybe catch onto a G-Fisk, but that did not work out for them, as we are gonna go for the Scald, and we grab the shield. So gonna realign here. Gonna align our Obstagoon onto this G-Fisk, as it is an absolute nightmare for Golbat. And gonna just look to play this out here. We are in Rock Slide range, so we want to get some more damage in on this Stunfisk. It is still at a very uncomfortable health range, but we were off. Oh, we were off. We missed a Mud Shot, and they get to another one. That is unfortunate. We go down with loaded energy, so now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is over. This thing is still way too healthy, and it still has a shield. We're going to try our very best here, though. And for some reason, they don't throw the EQ. They were definitely at EQ energy. They chose not to throw it, so we're saying bye-bye to the G-Fisk. Not only did they not throw the EQ, but they choose to no-shield the Scald, putting all the hope and faith into this Abomasnow for some reason. People think that Abomasnow is now good for some reason. It is good. It's not bad, but not much has changed from the previous seasons. So we're thinking, can we hold on here? We do, and we farm down after lowering the defense. Holy smokes. Golbat coming in clutch, hanging on by a thread long enough to take the game against the Abomasnow. You love to see it. Good game, well played. Golbat really pulling through for us in that last one. That was a thing of beauty. And here we go. Positive lead and Ferrothorn, and they aggressive swap into an Altaria. Altaria, always a massive problem in the Great League. That Dragon Breath damage too OP, and this thing is too bulky. So we're going to stay in here, chip away at this Altaria a little bit. And they are definitely not at a Moonblast, and we definitely tank a Sky Attack, no problem. We don't need a ton of health to handle that Ferrothorn, as Bullet Seed does not apply very much fast move pressure. So after the second Night Slash, we are now going to make the play into Tentacruel here. And I think we go for the full farm down here. Again, like I said, Tentacruel, quite bulky, tanks damage very well, and we are going to go for the full aggressive farm down. Would have been nice to not tank that much damage from that Dragon Breath, but that is okay. Going to go for an Acid Spray here. Lower the defense a little bit, and we should have gone Scald here, but we elect to go for another Acid Spray. I was thinking that the mindset behind that was to get some more farm on this Ferrothorn, but in hindsight, they're just going to swap out to clear those debuffs anyways, so should have gone for the Scald on that second charge attack there, but that is okay. Here we go. Back in on Obstagoon, and they've got an Azu in the back, so very tricky. The big question with Azumarill versus Golbat always is, are they running Ice Beam? If they are, it makes it a little bit more tricky for Golbat. So we will shield out of caution. And no, they are not running Ice Beam. So that is good to know. Always nice to play it safe. And gonna go for another Poison Fang here and try and deny them their energy, see what they want to do. They want a shield to get off some resisted damage, so we will gladly allow them to do that. So now, the play here is, we know that that's going to get us pretty low. We're not going to throw a move. We don't want to have this Azumarill with loaded energy, and we wanted to get some more farm, but we simultaneously KO. We are now even on shields. And like I said, guys, Obstagoon does not need very much health to handle this Ferrothorn here. All we need to do is get to back-to-back cross chops. One of these cross chops will surely grab that last shield, and we got another one locked and loaded for this Ferrothorn here. Obstagoon, always nice, always able to sweep an endgame, super clutch. One of my favorite Pokemon to run in the Great League. That's going to be a good game, well played. So in case you guys were wondering, yes, Tentacruel absolutely 100% gets my seal of approval for the Great League. It was amazing, and here we go. We've got a very spicy lead in the form of Malamar. And this thing does have access to superpower and can absolutely threaten a one-shot as we get some lovely, beautiful lag there. You love to see it. This would one-shot. So we're going to shield this and look to catch the second one onto our tanky poison type Tentacruel. And that does laughable damage as they make a play into a Celio. The spice continues, my friends. Celio can be quite spammy. It's got some insane Body Slam spam action here between Powder Snow and Body Slam. But guys, like I said, time and time again in this video, we tank damage for days as we are quite bulky. Gonna go for the Acid Spray here and soften it up a little bit. Increase the damage of our poison jabs, and we definitely tank another Body Slam, and we are resisting this fast move pressure. So gonna look to farm down, but no, they're not going to allow us to farm down, and we are very fine with that. That is okay. We're going to come in with our Goon and get even more farm, but they're not letting that happen. They come right back in with that Malamar, and we go for Cross Chop here. Honestly, you definitely want to go Night Slash as both moves hit for neutral damage. But guys, I got to admit, this team so far was absolutely throwing me for a loop. I have no idea what this team is consisting of in the back. We know they have a low health Celio. We take out that Malamar and it's a Surfetched. Oh, shouts to the Spice. The Spice is always nice as it continues with a Surfetched. The question is this thing running Brave Bird? And if it is, we are fine with that because it will force them to lower their defense by 2 stages, allowing us to farm it down a lot easier. But no, they go for the Night Slash. They go for back-to-back Night Slashes. Can we hang on long enough to get in one more wing attack? We do, as they snipe us with their Celio. It is lights out as we don't even need to throw a move. We farm it down. Holy smokes, what a spicy team to end the video on. My goodness, shouts to that Spice. That was very fun to see. Good game, well played to our opponent. And that is the team, my friends. How about Tentacruel? I was thoroughly impressed with Tentacruel. Having access to Scald just gives it even more play, lifting it off of the fringes of the meta and allowing it just to do better things in the Open Great League. I was thoroughly impressed, and I think you definitely want to run it on either a Poison Double Dark team or a Dark Double Poison team. Those of you who tune into the channel regularly know how fond of Dark Double Poison I am. Equally as effective as Poison Double Dark, and my dark type of choice on the lead is Obstagoon. You could definitely go Scrafty, but Obstagoon just absolutely dominates those steel ghost types, even more so than Scrafty. And is unlike with Scrafty, it's not double weak to Charm. It's only single weak. So I like Obstagoon as the dark type on the lead. Golbat, being a poison flyer, has even more protection from opposing fighters, and of course has excellent coverage up against the Charmers. You round out that very powerful core with a nice safe swap option in Tentacruel, and that is a recipe for success, my friends. But guys, yeah, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.